Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of scatterplots. This is standard 8.11a in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 22 off the 2020 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we have a scatter plot here. Shows the relationship between the number of nights spent at a hotel and the total cost, which makes sense. As your number of nights increases, your total cost will increase because your hotels charge per night. So we need to find a conclusion that is best supported by this scatter plot. So let's see, as the number of nights spent in the hotel increases. All right, so a number of nights is going to increase when you move to the right. Then the total cost for the hotel increases. That means it goes up. Well, let's check a trend line. I mean, that looks pretty good. If I were to draw a trend line here, I'm going to do something kind of like, doesn't have to be perfect, right? But it does look like it is kind of increasing because it has that upward trajectory. So yeah, I mean, that's looking pretty good there. Let's see what G says. As the number of nights spent in the hotel increases, that means the total cost for the hotel decreases. No. If that were the case, right, we would start up here and kind of move down here. It would be like the exact opposite. So this line right here is F. A line like that would be G. And so at a certain point, right, your stay would be free if you stay long enough, which doesn't make any sense. And then if you stay too long, is it negative money? Like, do they owe you money? We don't know. Okay, so no G. As the number of nights in the hotel increases, the total cost stays the same. I see. Okay, so that's what, now we'd have to just pick let's just pick a number, 350. That's what this would look like. It would be a flat line. There'd be no slope at all. And so your cost would be the same for 3 nights as it would for 6 nights, which also doesn't make much sense. So that's not going to work. And J, there is no relationship between the number of nights spent in a hotel and the total cost for a hotel. Now that's interesting because we have to draw a trend line to see if there is a relationship, and we did find, remember this first trend line right here. Maybe it goes, it's kind of hard to grab everything. Maybe it goes up a little bit more, but I was trying to make it straight and go through the origin because I would assume 0 nights is $0. So maybe it goes up like that a little bit more. But it's hard to grab these top ones and go through the origin at the same time. But if I were to say no, so that means there is a relationship. No relationship would look like this. It would be a series of dots. So I'm just going to kind of draw them like this. And they would be all over the place. I mean, it is a scatter plot, but they literally would be scattered all over the place here to where there's no discernible pattern, and it would be impossible to make a trend line. So if you look at just the dots that I'm drawing right here, that's what no relationship would look like. They're so scattered that you couldn't make a trend line and get anywhere close to including most of the dots like you could here with the ones that are actually plotted there for us. They definitely do increase as the number of nights increases, the total cost increases. So this would be my J, just these little dots right here. And no, there is a relationship. As the total number of nights increases, the total cost increases, which obviously if we just deleted this whole graph and just read these answers, that's the one that makes the most sense as well. So our answer is F.